Hey guys, okay, hey, it's Miss Wilson. I told you I was gonna try to record a let's play of the Blooket for the midterm, because the midterm Blooket, or the midterm in general, is not as much just testing whether you know the facts, but it's more like a standardized test, like an SOL test, where it's kind of looking to see if you are able to kind of not get too stressed out reading these long questions, and it's kind of challenging. So I said, because a lot of you guys like to watch Let's Plays so much, I'm making a Let's Play you can chuck on in the background, put it double screen while you're grinding Blooket coins or whatever, because I don't know about you, but I'm saving up for the Valentine's pack. And you'll also get to see how good or bad I am at Plushie Panic. I have my mechanical keyboard. So let's see what happens. And basically, every time a question comes up, I'm going to talk through, why I'm choosing the answer that I'm choosing. And yeah, the image shows two models of solar systems developed by Galileo and Ptolemy, which is similar between the two models. So I'm looking at them. This one has sun in the middle, this one has earth in the middle. So that's pretty different. So we're looking for similar, which means same. So both models show Mercury closer to Mars than Earth. Where's Mercury here? It's in the second one here. So they're in the same place. So that doesn't seem like it changed a lot. Both models show Earth as the largest planet. This doesn't really show like a size of the planets at all. Both show Saturn farthest from the sun. Yeah, they both do. Saturn's on the very outside for both, so that's what I'm going to click. And I'm going to be right. All right. I have been playing a lot of Plushie Panic because I'm trying to get coins for Valentine's Day, but I have to be honest, I'm not that good at it. A lot of you guys are way better than me. The oil used today is made from the ancient remains of tiny sea creatures called diatoms. When they were alive, the diatoms converted sunlight into stored energy. Based on this information, which of the following statements is true? Literally, this is what I'm talking about. It's a whole paragraph that you didn't need, right? You really just need to say which one of these is true. Okay? Diatoms converted oil into energy. No. Diatoms, which by the way, diatoms are just like algae. Just little tiny guys that live in the ocean, are the original source of energy for oil. Well, if they're like algae are green, they make their own food from what? The sun. The sun is the original source of energy for oil. We already knew this. We call oil and coal and those things fossil fuels because they're literally made from old living things that get crushed and pressured over time. Okay? I'm not good at Plushie Panic because it is a panic game. I'm not good in a panic. I mean, I'm okay in a panic if it was like serious real life. But in a video game, I'm not good. Okay, Earth's distance from the sun helps the planet sustain life. If the sun were larger, which means it would be hotter, what would most likely also have to be true? If the sun was bigger, to keep everything the same, you'd have to move the Earth farther because the sun would be hotter. Okay, so this is closer. No. Larger. No. Smaller. No. Farther from the sun. That's our answer. If the sun were bigger, the Earth would need to be farther. And I'm also kind of too chicken to shoot the shots where you kind of have to bounce in between everything on this game, so then I miss a lot of opportunities. That was pretty good. That was actually pretty good. Like, I want to go in there, but I'm afraid. Okay, here's our picture. Protons and neutrons are bigger. And so we need to find an electron. It needs to be smaller and it needs to have a minus. Remember, it would be negative to get shocked by electricity. That's how we know electrons are negative. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to mess it up. Yeah. Dang it. Okay. That wasn't very good either. Okay, when table salt, NaCl, sodium chloride, is produced, which of the following best describes the actions of the sodium and the chlorine? They're getting a chemical bond. It's an ionic bond, to be specific. Okay, so I'm looking for the one that says they're gonna bond chemically. Here it is, sodium and chlorine bond chemically. We're not talking about dissolving or mixing or replacing. They're bonding chemically in NaCl. Okay, also I think my webcam is being weird. At first it was like completely blacked out. I didn't have it covered up, but now it looks kind of blurry, but my little circle should be tiny anyway. You should be focused on the Blooket. Okay, stages of solar eclipse. A student made sketches of a solar eclipse every 10 minutes as shown. Okay, so remember, a solar eclipse is when it's getting blocked. So what we're looking at is literally a picture of it getting blocked, and if my face was like the sun and this is the moon, it's like going across. So if it started at the top above and it's going down like this, you can see that if you look at the picture, then the first thing that's going to show is like the corner up here. So I'm looking for the one with the corner up there, which is this one. There you go. It's literally moving across it. Ah, I have my hands off the keyboard. That was okay. I should have done it up there. Ah, I think I'm gonna lose a life on this one. Not like right this second, but soon. Oh, that was bad. Okay, another big paragraph that you don't need, that's just there to psych you out. The solar system formed about 4.5 billion years ago. Planets, satellites, and asteroids have been revolving around the sun in the solar system since their formation. All information you don't need. What causes these celestial bodies to continue their revolution around the sun? Remember, celestial body just means anything in space. Okay? This is literally asking you, why do things go around the sun? It's that simple. And why do they go around the sun? Gravity. So the gravitational force exerted by the sun. Even that, they're wording that in such a big, long way to kind of stress you out when it could just be the word gravity, right? So the gravitational force is what keeps things revolving around the sun. Ah! Oh, that's not what I wanted to happen. Okay, but I can get rid of these greens now. Which pink should I do? I'm gonna do this one. I don't know, that was questionable. Okay, in astronomy class, students are looking at various alignments of the sun, the moon, and the earth. Which effect does the right angle alignment show? Meaning that the moon is not in a straight line with the earth. It's not like sun, earth, moon. It's like sun, earth, moon. It's making like a L. We talked about this. This is what we call a neap tide, which is basically a weak tide, because the gravity of the sun is pulling this way and the gravity of the moon is pulling this way. At evens everything out, which means high tide won't be as high. So the high tides will be lower than normal. So what does the right angle do? The high tides will be lower than normal. Okay, I'm gonna do these greens. I should put it up in that gap, but I'm too chicken, so that's my problem with this game mode. But it seemed like the funnest one to do on this kind of video. Oh, I'm gonna lose because of those pinks. An atom would lose the least amount of mass if it lost. In other words, which one's the lightest? An atom would lose the least amount of mass if it lost an electron. An electron is the lightest. Remember that electrons weigh almost nothing. Okay, green. Oh, I'm a pretty big pocket of blue, but that doesn't help me because these pinks are about to touch the bottom. Oh wow, I just saved myself in such a nice way. But that didn't save me the way I wanted it to. Dang it. Okay, but that was really impressive. Okay, which city, labeled with a star, will experience the longest amount of daylight during one day? We're looking for it to be leaned towards the sun. So which star is leaning the most towards the sun? This one. Okay, do you see that? Which is going to have the longest amount of daylight? The one that's leaned right towards the sun. Right there. Very good. Oh, that was not a great move. I want to like connect those, but I'm too chicken and I'm afraid I'm going to bump it. Come on. Oh gosh. Okay, which of these are both supplied to Earth by the sun? Easy peasy, you guys. Heat and light. Is the sun involved in coal and oil eventually and gravity? Yeah, but we're going to say first and foremost, our best answer is that the sun, of course, gives us heat and light. Red. Ah. Oh, I could put green in this pocket. No, I missed it. No! Okay, I still have 2 lives, though, so we're going to keep answering questions. I'll end the game once we start seeing the same questions again, because I'll know I've been through everything. A student drops a solid piece of foam in boiling water. The piece of foam rises to the top of the container, gets pushed to the side, sinks to the bottom, and then rises again repeatedly, which means over and over. Blank causes the foam to move in a circle motion. So let me do that with my hand. The piece of foam rises to the top, gets pushed to the side, sinks to the bottom, comes up. So it's doing this in circles. Which one is a circle? Convection. Convection makes circular currents, okay? That's what you need to remember. Convection makes circular currents. Convection makes the foam move in a circle. Okay, new round. Ooh, I kind of want to let it come down a little because there's a big pocket of red right. Okay, yeah. Nice, 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 nice. Nice, nice, nice. It took me forever to get used to not getting hit by the things that are falling. Earth's energy budget. The sum of Earth's incoming solar energy minus the outgoing energy. The sum of the internal energy plus the solar energy. The total energy produced by power plants? No. The total cost of the energy produced by all power plants? No. Okay, so we're not talking about power plants when we talk about the energy budget. We're talking about everything that comes in minus everything that loses. Like a money budget is all the money that you get minus what you spend or what you have to pay bills and all that. Okay? So we're going to say this and we're right. So Earth's energy budget, one more time, is the sum of Earth's incoming solar energy minus Earth's outgoing energy. I have blue right now. If I felt like I could get it in that pocket over there between the pinks, I would, but I'm not confident. I'm not confident. I had nowhere good to put that red. How many atoms of carbon are in this formula? Na2C2O4. C2. The 2 beside it. So 2 carbons. And by the way, just to review, there would be 2 sodiums and 4 oxygens. It's the little number that's to the right, okay? That's called a subscript. Ooh, I'm going to get this big pocket of green. Yay! I'm not going to try to get that red up into that bubble. Ugh, but I guess I still need somewhere to put this red. The rover shown, that's a rover, was sent to Mars to gather data. The rover is powered mainly by solar panels. It has rechargeable batteries that provide energy when the sun is not shining. So when the solar panels wouldn't be doing anything. Which type of energy does the rover most likely use? So remember, we're talking about solar. Solar is radiant. So I'm looking for one with radiant. Only one choice has radiant. And the battery is also electrical. Okay? So radiant for solar, and that's really all I need to know because that's the process of elimination. Nothing else had radiant. Okay? So we can engage our brains in that way. I wish I could get up in that gap, but I literally can't. Oh, I messed that up. I messed it up. I'm going to do this. Hey, at least I connected those. Okay. Ooh, I think I can connect those. Nice. Okay, question. Which of the following is not a compound? A compound has more than one element. A compound has more than one element. Okay. So which of the following is not a compound? Oxygen is not a compound. It's just O. Sugar is a compound. It has C, H, and O in it. Carbon dioxide is CO2. Table salt is NaCl. Oxygen is just O, so it's not a compound. Which is true about the solar system? They're in order of size? No. The solid planets are closer to the sun? Yes. We know that the terrestrial or rocky planets are closer, like us. Okay? The gas planets are actually farther, and the solid planets are smaller than the gas planets. So all these others were false. The true one was solid planets are closer to the sun. I can't get it in that gap. I'm too chicken. Okay. Ooh. Yeah! Okay. You guys are going to be laughing at me, but I don't care because I'm having fun. And I'm helping you learn. If Earth rotated in the opposite direction, what would most likely occur? More days in the year? The year comes from the Earth going around the sun. Rotation is spinning like this. Okay? The revolution is the year. So it has nothing to do with the year. The sun would rise in the west. Yeah. Because we're turning, so it's going to look like the sun's coming from the other way. But just to go over the others, the phase of the moon would last longer. Just turning a different direction wouldn't change how long the month is. And the seasons would be reversed. Again, the seasons is about this, which is revolution, not this, which is rotation. So the sun would rise in the west. It would be opposite, because if you don't know, right now the sun rises in the east. Okay, I got some pinks up there. That's kind of nice. Ooh, blues right here. Nice, that was a nice one. Okay, I'm going to try to get these. Oh, okay. Aluminum is an element. It's on the periodic table. Excuse me. Which of the following best describes the smallest particle of aluminum that retains all the properties of aluminum, which just means that's still aluminum? It's an atom. The smallest thing that's still the element is an atom. Okay, so the smallest thing that retains all the properties of aluminum is an atom of aluminum. I could have tried to connect those if I was thinking clearly. But I wasn't, because it's called Plushie Panic and I'm a little bit panicking. Ooh, get these because they're low. No! Okay, the diagram shows a solar system model proposed in 1543 and other models of the solar system from 2005 and 2020. Based on the models, how has the solar system model changed since 1543? And again, your brain is just like glazing over. You're just like, what? I don't want to read a book right now. So they're just asking you, when in doubt, look at the end of the question again. How has the solar system changed? Okay, let's look. 1543, I have the Earth and the Moon out here, Sun in the middle. All these, they're not really labeled. In 2005, I have all these. If I count them, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because that was when I was a kid and we had Pluto. And now you guys have 8 planets. And so we're looking for the answer that's about that, which is the number of recognized planets in the solar system has changed. We took away Pluto. And if you look back at 1543, they only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They didn't know about some of the farther ones because they didn't have really good telescopes yet. Okay, red, get rid of those. I don't have a great place to put this. I'm gonna get this big pocket, I guess. Oh, I can connect the, oh, that didn't work. Dang it. Okay, this circle graph, I can make it bigger, by the way, by clicking on it. Shows the percentages of different gases in the Earth's atmosphere. Which gas is represented by gas 1? In other words, which gas has the most in the atmosphere? You know this. You know this. Nitrogen. 78% of the air we breathe is nitrogen. And of course, you know everything else, the crust, living things, the ocean, is mostly oxygen. But the atmosphere is mostly nitrogen. That was a really nice one. Wow, I just impressed myself. Woo! Okay. A person places an ice pack on an injured knee. Which statement describes the flow of energy? Remember, cold doesn't move. Hot moves. Okay? Heat moves. When something becomes cold, it's just because heat left. So heat flows from your knee to the ice pack, and when two things are touching, what's it called? Conduction. Conduction. Radiation is when it's just flowing off, like out into the air, out into space. Conduction is when they're touching. And we know the heat goes from your knee to the ice pack because the ice pack's gonna melt, which means we're adding heat to the ice pack, okay? Okay? Ah, right in there, please. Yeah! Nice, nice, nice. I really can't get that right now, so I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna put the green there. This is not great. Okay, the image shows Earth in 4 positions during its orbit around the sun. Select the position of Earth when the northern hemisphere experiences summer. People's confusion about this is that, pretend my phone is the Earth and my face is the sun. People think that this picture is showing like this. That's not what it's showing. It's showing this. Do you understand? If you're not like really looking at the video, I recommend you to look. People think the picture is showing this, but it's showing this, which means that in position 1, if this corner of my phone is like where America is in the northern hemisphere, right? Then in position 1, it's leaned away, and they're saying in position 3 in the back, it's leaned towards. So summer would be position. I'm wrong, sorry. That I was looking at it wrong. It would be this one, position 4. I was looking at the wrong numbers. So look, in this, when you're seeing this diagram, I actually got a question wrong. I didn't expect that. It was kind of a misclick though. In this diagram, only one question will have this diagram. You're looking for position 4, which if this corner is where America is in the northern hemisphere, it's poking towards it. And see, in position 2, it's away. There we go. And then in position 1, it's kind of in the middle. That's why position 1 and 3 are actually like fall and spring, because they're the kind of in the middle seasons. Okay, sorry, I misclicked. So position 4 in the northern hemisphere for summer. Okay, this table shows minerals found on the Earth's crust. Based on the information in the table, which mineral is also an element? So which one only has one letter? Graphite just has C. So graphite is just an element. Even though we're calling it graphite, it's still just an element. I really need a green to get rid of that. Oh, but I clicked it at the same time. Ah. Okay, a student draws a sketch of the solar system. Which planets are closest to Earth's orbit? They're not even labeled on the picture. You didn't need the picture. This is to stress you out and distract you. You know what's close because you know my very educated mother just served us nachos, right? So my very educated mother, Venus and Mars, okay? We know that because they're on either side of Earth. Okay, we should almost be out of questions, so we should almost be done. But we're going to keep it moving until I see a repeat question, and then I'll end it. Hopefully, this is giving you something helpful to listen to. Here's a diagram of a battery fan thing. Philip connects a battery to a fan run by a motor. When Philip turns the switch on, the fan blades spin, which describes how energy changes when the switch is turned on. So let's talk about it. I turn the switch, and I take chemical energy in the battery that is... Battery's going chemical to electrical. And so I have electrical energy. And the fan motor moving is what? When something moves, it's called mechanical. So we're going from electricity in the battery to mechanical in the fan. Okay? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Why am I literally getting all greens to start this game? I'm going to do this one. And now I'm going to do this one. And now, oh, okay. A person switches on a fan on a hot day. So literally the same question. It's asking you 2 different times in the same test, what energy transfer is a fan? Which statement best describes how energy changes to make the fan spin? Electrical to mechanical. That's how a fan works. Okay, so you have literally, that's like a freebie. You have basically the same question twice. Nice. Okay, ooh, big pocket of pink. Yay! That was really nice. That was a nice one. Okay, question. We gotta be almost out of questions. Which energy conversion process occurs when coal is burned? Coal, anything I can burn for fuel is chemical energy. Okay, it's chemical energy. So we go chemical to thermal. Okay. That was pretty nice on those reds. Ooh, big pocket of reds up here. Nice, 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 nice. Greens, very nice. Big pocket of blues. Ah, okay. The diagram below shows a process in Earth's atmosphere. What does it show? Well, let me make the picture bigger. Solar radiation, in other words, sunlight, going down, and then some of it is trying to come back out, but it's getting blocked by the atmosphere, by the clouds. Okay, it says outgoing long wavelength, re-radiated long wavelength. Again, words that you're going to feel unfamiliar with just to stress you out. If it's coming in and then it's having trouble getting out of the atmosphere, it's what? The greenhouse effect, right? We know that. When heat gets trapped in the atmosphere, that's a greenhouse effect. So this diagram, this picture is going to be the greenhouse effect. I'm doing this one, and then I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to do this one, blue, 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 blue. And then because this one's the lowest, I'm going to go ahead and do that one and do that one. Ah! I almost got hit by it because I got distracted. The oil used today, okay. So the diatom question, again, I believe we've already had this one. I'll do a couple more to make sure. So diatoms, again, a big long paragraph just to stress you out and make you tired. Okay, what's true? The sun is the source of energy for oil because diatoms are algae basically. So they're little green guys who make their food from what? Sunlight. So sunlight turns into them. They die, become fossils, and get squished and pressed in the earth and turn into oil. So ultimately, all the energy on earth ultimately began pretty much as sunlight. Oh, I had my hands on the keyboard wrong. I was like, why aren't I moving? Okay, I want to try to get in that gap, but I just simply don't trust it. So, oh, I can get in this gap though. Oh, I missed it. That was so sad. Earth's distance from the sun helps the planet sustain life. If the sun were bigger, the Earth needs to be further. Further if the sun is bigger. Okay, I think we're about ready to stop, but I'm going to just, oh man, I'm going to keep checking like 2 or 3 more questions, I think, just to make sure. Okay, when table salt is produced, which of the following best describes the actions chemically bonded? Okay, I definitely think we've already had this question. We know Na and Cl will bond chemically. Okay, so we're coming down to the end here. I do believe. Green here. Oh, I should have connected those instead. Oh well. Earth's energy budget. So we've definitely seen these. So I'll do this one and then I'll do one more question. Earth's incoming solar energy minus Earth's outgoing energy. There we go. Oh wow, I didn't expect those to connect actually. Oh man, I meant to try to connect those deeper. That's okay though, that's pretty good. Alright. Okay, protons and neutrons are large particles. What represents electrons? Electrons are tiny and negative. Okay. I'm going to do one more. I started to film one earlier and then my computer glitched, so I'm just trying to make sure I'm not remembering from earlier instead of, you know, and I want to make sure you guys hear all the questions in this video. Alright, definitely you've had those ones, so we're definitely done. So let's answer this one more time. These diagrams show how has it changed since 1543. Again, this one has 6, this one has 9, and this one has 8. So the number has changed. All right, I'm gonna end it. Yes, quit. Let's see how many coins I get. I already did my spinner today, unfortunately. 79, not bad. I am saving up for the Valentine's books. If you don't know, the Valentine's books are like thousands of coins because they get more expensive every year, but they're not a mystery pack. If you buy it, you get it, period. And I really want the lovely planet. It's like the planet book, but it is like a heart shape and it's red and pink. So, all right. So you guys, I hope that was helpful. I am going to get my keyboard off my lap and please play this again. Play this while you're chilling this weekend. Play it while you're eating your lunch. Play it while you're cleaning your room. You know, play it in the background while you're playing the Blooket to help you, you know, learn. I just made this because so many of y'all like to have these kind of videos on, and I thought, why not make one of me? And I'm talking about the questions, and it'll help your brain the more times you hear it. So I hope it worked out for you. I'm going to upload it. I could have played till I ran out of lives, but the file's already getting pretty big, and I think it's going to be slow to upload. So I'm going to stop it here. Please study for this midterm, and I will see you in class. Bye!